Top 10.
Animals, much like people, travel in groups for survival, but they live in relative harmony. And humans, being that we can't fathom not labeling everything, have made up arbitrary names for them. While most of them are dumb, some are actually quite good, and we've put together a top 10 list of the best animal group names. Here's the list in no particular order. Number 10. Whenever groups of stingrays get together, they're called a fever. Like that fever dream I had where Steve Irwin was taken too soon from this world by a filthy no-good stingray. Thank God it was only a dream. Number 9. A group of owls are called the Parliament. This one makes a lot of sense because most owls look like shady politicians looking to backstab their constituents by breaking campaign promises. And if any birds adopted a system of government, it would probably be the owls. Number 8. Ravens are known as unkindness. They're not a rude of ravens or a hostile of ravens, just unkindness. Feels a bit long-winded. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but it does underscore their unpleasantness as their most familial trait. Number 7. A conspiracy is what we call a group of lemurs, and it kinda fits. Lemurs and conspiracy theorists share that similar bug-eyed, hopped up on caffeine sort of energy. If they wore tinfoil hats and ran their own podcast, they'd be exactly the same. Number 6. Sharks are called a shiver, that involuntary shaking triggered by a drop in temperature or a sense of dread. This naming convention definitely cements the idea that Spielberg dealt irreparable damage to their reputation, but it does sound cool. Number 5. Lions are called a pride, which works because they look so majestic and regal. Very prideful. It also doesn't take much hair products to give those manes their trademark luster and shine, which they definitely should take pride in. Number 4. A group of rhinos are called crash, which is apt. They're blind and easily startled, so they love charging at things, crushing them into oblivion. Even with this menacing name and reputation, it hasn't helped their population from dwindling thanks to poachers. Perhaps we should extend the group name to include the word market so it reads market crash. That'll definitely strike fear into the hearts of rich game hunters everywhere. Number 3. When cheetahs band together, they're called a coalition, which is objectively badass. They sound like a group of incensed freedom fighters out to dismantle corrupt governments across the globe, which is the direct opposite of the average disposition of a cheetah who loves running away at the first sign of trouble. But their PR team did a real good job of making them sound like a clandestine team of covert operatives. Number 2. Most are aware of the term murder of crows. It's one of the more popular animal group names that's broken through mainstream knowledge due to being a cornerstone in goth culture. Crows do invoke a certain creepy Halloween vibe. I can practically hear the cathedral organ music whenever I see them. And finally, number 1. The best animal group name has to go to the parrots. They're called a pandemonium, and it perfectly illustrates the cacophony of noises they make, especially when there are more than a dozen of them in one place. It's no wonder early settlers thought they were going insane whenever they visited tropical regions. Hearing their own voices being uttered in the dark when they had no clue about the existence of parrots would have been enough to cause a pandemonium amongst the crew. I'm a haunted laundromat, and this has been another episode of Top 10. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more factual Top 10 lists. Have a wonderful Top 10 day.